Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long boys blues, 1975. YouTubers on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long boys blues, 1975.
Welcome to another Spectrum versus Commodore 64 comparison video. As I like to call it, Playground Wars. This is going to go off in a slightly different direction. And those of you who have played this game on both of these ports, no spoilers in the comment section, right at the start of the video I should say, will know where I'm going with this. Anyway, it's a game called Rogue Trooper based on the 2000 AD comic of the same name released in 1986 for Piranha, Spectrum, Amstrad and Commodore. And it's based on the 1981 2000 AD strip created by Dave Gibbons, well he drew it, and Jerry Finlay Day. Basically a genetically engineered infantryman, Rogue, well there was a whole army of them, are betrayed in their first battle by the evil traitor. I loved this story back in the day, I absolutely loved it. I didn't like the sort of reboot with Friday, but they got rid of that. Anyway, so yeah, in their first battle in this future war on New Earth, they are betrayed by the evil traitor and absolutely slaughtered. Now, what happens is when they die is you cut their head open and you take a biochip out, which backs up the personality if you can do it quickly enough. You stick one on his helmet called Helm, one on the backpack called Bagman, and one on the gun called Gunner, and then they each operate those things and offer attributes and stuff via these biochips that can help Rogue in his fight. It was a really, really cool thing in the comic, and it's been implemented into this game. But yeah, if you are not familiar with Rogue Trooper, check out some of the graphic novels on Amazon. I would recommend for going for the very, very early stuff and then possibly up to the hit series, but probably steer away from you know, Rogue Trooper War Machine. I like it, but I prefer the original Rogue Trooper. Anyway, this is an isometric, see what we're doing here? Isometric 3D exploration shooter game where you have to find all the parts of a tape, or a certain number of tapes, that will prove that the traitor, or you know, the the identity of the traitor. Then you find a rocket and you leave. It's very, very simple, but it's 1986 and it's 5 years after the creation of Rogue, and it was a 2000 AD game, and I still have my original copy because I absolutely loved it. It's not to everyone's liking because, like most isometric games, it is a tad slow, sluggish. I don't know, it depends on what you like really, doesn't it? Anyway, nice title screen. Shame about the glitch there, not sure why that's happened. And Piranha did another game, or were they going to do another game, which would have been Judge Anderson versus Judge Death, which then got cancelled, although there was a kind of weird altered version on a Commodore 64. Or in a Commodore 64 ROM. Anyway, sorry, boring. Bottom line, Rogue Trooper called 2000. Go and check it out. Now here we go. Really, really clear, really, really plain title screen. 1, play the game. 2, define playing keys. 3, select a joystick. Right, we're gonna do, for purpose of comparison, because I'll be playing this on my Wii with a keyboard. No, with a joystick, because then I play it or compare it on my C64 Mini with that that joystick. Although in this game, you know, when you've only got sort of 4 directions of movement, it should be alright. So we're going to go with Kempston, and then we're going to go with 0, return to main menu. Anyway, any of you out there who absolutely love 2000 AD, I would love to know. Please let me know in the comment section down below. I still read it. I still think it's great. Right, so here we go. Welcome to New Earth. Now, very crude map. 86 isometric. It's not up there with Ultimate Play the Game stuff, but it looks alright. You got fire. There we go. Map, top left hand corner of the screen shows you your ammo, your med kit, which you've got to pick up, and your tapes. There are 8 tapes, and then your strength. And then top right, you've got Gunner, Bagman. Hey Rogue, let's get moving. Hey, yeah, we've got to find those tapes. So we've got to find the tapes. See what I mean? So that's quite good. That's quite accurate too. Look, he's a naught, isn't he? Because the Southerners were on my side. I was created to fight for the Southerners. Can't shoot through the wall. Those are mines. Yeah. Colour changes in certain areas of the screen, which is indicated in the map on the top left. Look, you can see them through the holes and stuff like that. I like it. I think sharp, nice, detailed graphics. I think your Rogue sprite's alright. He looks like Rogue. Oh, I'm shooting the wall. It suffers what most isometric games do. It's got 48k sound on. We've got to keep Southside, yeah. See, because we're right for the Southerners. There's a tape there. They're randomly generated, I believe. But if you look at the colours in the map on the top left-hand corner, so give me some indication of how you're doing or how you progress. That's a medkit over there. It will change colour. There you go. This VidCool will help. So I really liked it back in the day. I mean, obviously by today's standards, you look at it and just go, wow, Dave, you're old and this is prehistoric. Yes, I am, and yes, it is, but also a strong sense of nostalgia. And also not just because... Oh, hang on. Just because I like isometric games. But it's Road Trooper. Southside, yeah, they're going to repeat each other a lot. But like I said, it's 48k. Not quite, you know, up there with Ultimate Play the Game, but I think it looks nice. I really, really, really do. Take some getting you. I can't get down anymore because of the wall. And don't go batshit crazy with your ammo. Where's my health? Mediscan reporter, healthy GI. So everyone's managed to miss me so far. There we go. Oh, see? Yellow. Just another wasted radioactive wasteland. But this is what I mean about variation of colour to help you navigate. Keep firing. We'll stop this pillbox. I'm assuming it's, there we go, it's an automatic pillbox, because who are you going to fit in there? Right, there's another tape. I completed it back in the day as a kid. This is what I mean about it being slow, but it depends on what you grew up with and what you expect from a game. I like it. The filthy trade. I wish the biochip, you know, comments would stay there a little bit longer. And also, the way that the sort of speech bubble has all those kind of cuts out of it is to indicate that it's like a dead, cold, robotic voice, because it's a backup of their personality. It's not really necessarily, you know, the person is such, if that makes sense. Think Rimmer from Red Dwarf, because Red Dwarf's cool, and you should. Right. Like I said, lining up your fire is a bit... Ooh, taking a hammer in is a bit, well, it's like Nightlaw or Alien 8, lining up your position of your I'm missing it. No, I'm not. Is tricky because of the forced perspective. But back in the day, man, this was real 3D. This was three-dimensional shit and stuff. And the next level, we probably need a med kit. What are we on? 3 tapes. Hits 1. Okay, look at that. For a genetically engineered infantryman. He's no Ben Johnson, is he? Sweet! Cannot, like I said, cannot... Oh! Recommend the comic enough. Now, I'll save this for later. I think he uses them automatically when you get to a certain point. But you can... How many can you carry? See, I like the graphics. And I like the changes in colour. They're sharp. Right. Is there anything in it? Because you've got to check, really. But there you go. Peekaboo. I see you. Sweet. Man, the nostalgia I have for playing this game is unbelievable. Blown up shit that I can't walk over. There's an amazing Road Trooper fan movie on YouTube. Look it up. It's sauce biscuits and stuff. Get off the screen. There we go. If you've got no diagonals, again, it's isometric. But at least you haven't got, you know, Resident Evil tank controls. I hate that rotation control thing in games of this type. A melee weapon would have been nice, but again, this is 1986. They went bankrupt, didn't they, Piranha? Shame, because they delivered all the 2008 goodness I needed at the time. Does it tell me how many I've killed? Should do. You know, just because I want to be a violent bastard. Right. Does it link back up if I keep going down enough? You see what I mean? Yeah, because that's the med pack from the start, if you remember. So it's not a massive environment, obviously, but it's enough for you know, to hide these 8 tapes for you to struggle to find. Or struggle to find before your health. He says that, and there's one on the next screen, before your health goes tits asunder. But yeah, it's a different game from a different time. Right. Anyway, I think you get... Oh, look at that ammo! Pink. Awkward colour. I think you get the impression of what this game is like. So it'll be interesting to see how it compares on the Commodore 64, which was not known for doing isometric games because of the speed. Oh, it's mixing it up. So you can have a few people on the screen at once because of the speed of its processor and the calculations needed to do isometric. No, that's just an empty petrol can. I was going to say gas can, but I just remembered I'm British, so we won't be saying that. Health over there. Green. It's not bad for a nuclear wasteland, is it? Anyway, let's jump into the Commodore 64 version and see what that looks like after I just kill this naught bastard. So we go, everyone. Rogue Trooper on the Commodore 64. It skipped the loading screen for some reason, which is weird because this is a tape file. Basically, 1, play the game, 2, define the playing keys, and 3, instructions. Shall we be a little bit cheeky and have a look at the instructions even though I've already explained the game to you? Yes, why not? So there we go, brief instructions, and brief they are. Find the 8 vid tapes and take them to the waiting shuttle at the spaceport. Pick up the medikits and ammo as you go. Shoot naught troops that get in your way. To end the game, press Control Shift, then home, which we won't be doing because we're friggin' Rogue Trooper. Anyway, it just dawned on me, right, so there's just naught troops around, but it would have been interesting, I know it's an old school game, if there was some Southside troops around and stuff. A little bit of interaction, but anyway, why am I talking about that now? This is an old game, right? Let's get into it. There we go. Has anyone worked out the elephant in the room right now? It pretty much looks exactly the same. Yes. Looks pretty much exactly the same as the Spectrum. Not sure what the horrible things down the side of the screen are, you know, looking like brick or tiles or anything like that, or why it needed that. I mean, it makes the screen feel really, really cramped. You know, it's not particularly smaller than the Spectrum, but that's unnecessary. Now, there is no SID chip goodness in this. The sound effect, while slightly better than the Spectrum version, is still incredibly basic, but it's the same, pretty much exactly the same graphic style, and top right you've got your chips, or for some reason they seem a little bit harder to read, and you've got your map top left, and it plays exactly the same as well. Same problems with aiming. There you go. Let's grease some noughts. Yeah, that's right. You can see me through the holes. So basically, now by all means correct me, because Commodore 64 was not my thing back in the day, nor am I an expert on it now, but isn't it? There are 2 modes. One mode allows you to have colour, or a lot more colour on the screen, but creates blocky, you know, sort of graphics and stuff like that. And the other mode creates higher resolution sprites, high resolution meaning back then and stuff, but at the expense of colour. That's my understanding. So yeah, I wanted to show you that there are games. Look, I think there's more slowdown on this actually. Look, not massive noticeably amount, but yeah. Look very much, you know, identical to the Spectrum counterparts, but then that might be that this is just a port of it. I don't know, but as I said, I wanted to show you a game running on the Commodore 64 that looks pretty much exactly the same as its Spectrum counterpart. I'm wondering, alright, they blow up with a lot better sound effects, so maybe it isn't a port. You can tell, even though it's, you know, from the yellow nut, slightly different colour palettes, but yeah. So cool. I mean, there's other games I wanted to do, but like I said, this was just kind of a, you know, a little surprise to show you that, you know, it wasn't always this massive divide between the systems. I mean, if you look at the stuff by Doral, one of my favourite makes of games back in the day, who were actually just down the road from me in Taunton, and stuff like Saboteur 2 is slowing down again. Is that because of the processor? I don't know. Maybe you can't notice it. Maybe it's a Mandela effect thing. But yeah, Doral pretty much wants it would do the same thing. If you look at stuff like Saboteur 2, Turbo Esprit, wow, I think it's because of the slowdown I get stuck on stuff that makes it a little bit harder. But yeah, there were games that are identical to their Spectrum versions, so I guess that came down to the mode or the people who were making the game. Right, let's have another go at this. Right, once more into the breach. Right. I'm going to go... Which way did I go last time? Did I go this way? Yeah, I'm going to go down. Right, I don't understand where's the... But right, let's see if we can actually progress. No, I have to go up. Never mind. I may be genetically engineered, but... Well, he was. I wasn't. And therefore I just have a normal... child from 1986 brain. it definitely feels a little bit more sluggish. But then again, that might be this is just a kind of a bit of fun, not really so much a comparison video, but it definitely feels a little bit sluggish. But then also the joystick's not going to help with that. Such as then, diagonals are easier on the joystick I use on my Wii. Look, he's sped up now because there's no one on the screen. I would say he's even going probably faster than the Spectrum now. Don't touch the mines. I can't help but feel that sound effect's a tad unnecessary. But you know, it's better than the Spectrum one. Adios! Now I appear to be... do you know what? Speed issues are either incredibly slow, normal, and then all of a sudden it just speeds up. Weird. Run away, run away, run away, run away. Very slowly. Simultaneously together. Well, we're going to have to shoot you because I want that. Yeah, weird. It's consistent is what I'm saying on the Spectrum. It doesn't seem to be on this. By all means, people call me out. The thing is, when you do these comparison videos, it's only as good as your memory is from the last time you played it. And then, when you play something that's similar, you start to second guess yourself. And you wouldn't like it. Or we second guess ourselves. Tape. Wow, that's weak. Commodore, that's weak. And I'm dead again. One more quick go. But, do you know what? I'm just going to say I prefer it on the Spectrum. Pretty much bang on because the consistency. I mean, yes, sluggish on both of them, but on this one it's up, down, and the joystick doesn't help. But yeah, I mean, basically, anyway, one more quick go. I just wanted to show you that, you know, some games are pretty much bang on identical. Last time, I promise. Right, obviously, up and atom. Points for the quote. Maybe we should just try running away. There's no shame in running, Rogue. Run away, Rogue Trooper, another day. Oh yeah. Then there was a Rogue Trooper a few years after this, wasn't there? Released on the Amiga. There you go, see it's grinding now. Which was alright. Then you had the one that was released on PlayStation 2 and the Wii, which was Quartzo Massacre. Balls. And then obviously there's that amazing Rogue Trooper Redux on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox One, which I have, and a gameplay of, but this is where it all began. Basically, it's the same game on both systems. If you know more about how they did these things with games looking pretty much similar, by all means correct me, because I'm not an expert, and, you know, other games that did it, let me know about those too. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, make sure you read 2018 Rogue Trooper. I'll see you later.